Okay, just doing an audio check. Cool. Alright. Sorry, you probably heard an echo or whatever. I'm using my broken headphones right now until my other ones charge. So, yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Yeah, I still need to earn more of that too. Alright, so we're at... Oh, shit, that just finished? Okay, hold on. Let me go accept that. And then I gotta go somewhere quick to farm for something.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
There we go. Okay, so what I need to farm for is this type of reactor, but with the second gun I'm going to be using, which will be this. So a handgun. So this reactor with a handgun on it. So let me see. Not tinkling singularities, frozen singularity. So used to farming for bunny, I guess. So chill, singular. I guess we'll go to the Fallen Theater. This is the perfect mission for it. Okay. Was it handgun that we needed? I keep forgetting. Yeah, handgun, there it is. Okay. Let me put a star on that one. There we go. Our favorite. First try, we got it. Cool. Alright, so we'll go back to Albion. Oh, maybe I can fast travel here. Let's see. I don't know if it will put me there. Be nice. try to delete a couple things here. So let's find our reactor. Yep, this is it. And in this category, we want to implant for handgun. Alright, so now we need to craft up 200 of these. And farm a shit ton of these for my last thing. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
So that will take 16 hours. It's a god awful long time, but it's fine. And yeah. So we need 1,000. What was it again? Hold on. Or 2,000. Sorry, 2,000 more of those, yeah. Which means we have to farm for, I think it was 100,000? What the hell? How did I figure this out earlier? Compound. Okay, yes, then I went and saw how much 2,000 is worth over here.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
And yeah, it's worth 100,000 nano compound. So I have to grind that much of that for that. And then eventually, after I get that additional gun loaded on, this is how layered a reactor is. I have to actually enhance it more. I have 2 more levels, which requires 40. Of those. So 40 of those. Then
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
yeah, like look at, that's even more of a grind just to get that leveled higher, which I'll do, but yeah. So primarily focus on the guns first, get them loaded on, and then work on finishing the rest of the reactor. But yeah, that's how layered it is. So in the meantime, we're gonna farm for these 100 more, 100,000 more. Let me see something. Yep. was so weird earlier, just my stream and stuff. I mean, I get it once in a while like that when I go live, and that's kind of why I stopped doing that. And I mean, if I really have to, I'll go private again and not have problems, but...
Stop the enemy troop deployment.
But I'll just keep blocking people, they're just gonna keep wasting their time. So I'm just like... People want to spend their Friday night on me? Like, as far as like, the weird... abusive stuff. Or harassment, I should say. Can feel abusive.
Transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
It's mine.
I'm gonna switch.
Essential to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
All right.
This is Hound Actual, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits. Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Stop enemy troop deployment. Take this.
That character always makes me laugh. So good having that edit now.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
Let's go wild.
Descendant, we've confirmed a large-scale Vulcan transport deployment.
You can't escape. I'll ice you all.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendants.
Alright, so we got more arcade tuning. Working our way up to this. Okay, just want to see. So we're at 35. Restart.
ready?
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operations zone. Blasted out of the sky.
I'm loaded.
I just have to say something, and it might be a little offensive. But I'm being realistic here too. Like, there's been some, yeah, like, you know, weird dudes that would show up in my channel, right? We all know this if you've been watching my streams for a minute. There's been strange people. And
Arcane life signs detected inside a Vulcan structure.
you're getting that one, I'll get this one. Okay, they're getting them all, so then I'll just go wait by the door. And it is like the most recent weird people have said that they, you know, were living in Europe. I'm just gonna say some of these, I don't know if they're delusional or not. If they think, oh, female streamer, I'm gonna date her or whatever. I'm just gonna say I don't date people long distance, and especially not overseas. You know. So like I wanna throw this person's fantasy off or whatever delusion they're living with. And I know it sounds heartless, but at this point I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I'm more concerned about my safety and my well-being. Yeah. And like, y'all need to get a life.
Stop right there.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendants.
Like this past dude in the past stream that I was dealing with, his name was something Nitro, and it, you know, it took me a minute, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I used to game with somebody that had that in their username. I think after they changed it or something. But yeah, he was this younger kid, and like, I remember he was like rude and disrespectful at times, but I remember that his mom would be yelling in the background saying that he didn't flush the toilet and stuff. So if it's that dude, definitely not interested. I don't think it is him, but just in case, you never know. But yeah, regardless, I'm not gonna date anybody from streaming or gaming, just to make it clear. I don't mind people coming in and chatting about the game. I don't want to talk about personal life stuff. You know, that I'm gonna stop doing that as well. I'm just gonna keep it strictly about the game, and you know, I'm not gonna divulge any information about me or anything anymore.
This is Hound Action. Reporting
And
extreme concentrations
yeah, I
of void
just
energy within the operation zone.
frankly to say,
Proceed at your own discretion, but do
I just
not
don't
exceed your limits.
feel safe as a gamer, like, because like there's just weirdos, right? And so I'm making it known for legal reasons in case I ever have to take this to court. Hopefully I don't have to, but if I ever have to, I am not interested in anybody in the gaming community or like romantically interested, okay, put it that way. Or like online. My desire and my wish is to be left alone. And then one day, like when
Large-scale Vulgus transfer
I
confirmed.
am
Send it.
comfortable,
Stop the enemy troop deployment.
in the future, like, and you know, if I find my boyfriend or whatever, you know, I'll bring him on stream with me. But
The original.
Extraction from operation zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
But yeah, I'm not interested in anybody right now. I just want to be left alone to do my games in peace. And you know, there's nothing wrong with defining clear boundaries and what your wishes and desires are, and that is it, you know. And like, I don't want to, and it's no offense to anybody, but I don't want to expand my circle beyond streaming. Like, how do I put it? Like, so if somebody comes into my stream saying, hey, what are your, you know, contact details, can I add you, or whatever, no, that won't be happening either. I'm keeping it strictly, I'm gonna save that just in case. I'm keeping it strictly professional. You know, I was stupid in the past, and you know, I at times probably let some shit get out of hand, and yeah, that ain't gonna be happening anymore. Times are changing. So please don't, you know, ask me for my Discord or any like personal private contact information. No. I don't mind talking in stream, but specifically about what I'm playing. This isn't a date site or something like that, like, oh, let's just talk about us and our hobbies and all this shit, you know? Because that's the thing, people come in And they don't even fucking play this game, and they're wanting to talk. Like that guy earlier in the previous stream, he doesn't even fucking play this game. He's like, oh, I don't play video games, I play chess. And I'm like, so why are you watching this stream and creating multiple profiles trying to talk to me? I'm not interested. Stop using fucking Twitch and YouTube as like a dating app. If you want to go date somebody, you know, use I don't know, whatever you have in your country, but here's like, you know, Tinder and Bumble and stuff like that, right? Use that and find people local to you. Stop harassing people that are just not interested. And I've made a public video about this. So now it's becoming extreme harassment. And if I have to, I'm not kidding, I will take legal action. I will track you down, and I will take legal action. I'm dead serious about it. I have some relatives that work in law, so if I have to, I'll do that, you know, but I'm nice, I'm a nice person, but I have boundaries. And I know with that person too, like earlier in the stream before this one, they were also, you know, bringing up racist terminology. They're trying to get me banned, like repeating it on stream. I'm not going to. I'm smarter than you think. I'll say it again. 2 things. Quit while you're ahead. Well, no, 3 things. Quit while you're ahead. Go out and get a life. Leave me alone. Or I'll pursue legal action against you, should I need to. Because if you're not making me feel safe, I'm gonna make sure I'm safe. I'm not kidding. And I'll start blocking people left and right and recording names, dates and times, screenshots, all of it. And I'll take it to a lawyer as well. I'll get the police involved, I'll take it to a lawyer. I don't want anybody getting in trouble, I just want to be left alone. There's laws against this shit. You have to learn when no means no, and not interested means not interested. And that's like why, you know, Grip, my buddy Grip and my buddy MCP are my friends and have been my friends a long time now. It's because both of them dudes are gentlemen and they respect boundaries. You know. Sure, we'll joke around and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. When I get a boyfriend, and then, you know, also when I get married eventually, yeah, that stuff will have to stop out of respect for my husband, you know, but regardless, it's just friendship and there's nothing else going on. But I think what's happening is some weirdos are watching the stream, getting the wrong idea, and thinking, oh, you know, whatever delusional thoughts, like, and I'm just like so done with it. Just as men have the right to game without harassment, females also deserve that peace.
Descendant, we're detecting RK life signs inside a Vulgus structure.
I'm gonna keep repeating this message until it gets into people's heads. Clearly it isn't. Like,
Deploying RK. I am the original.
Ultimate chill. This could get messy.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
there's another reactor. Where the hell's the dog picking all these up? Takes sweet ass time to get them. Okay, let me see. So 56, halfway there.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Don't make me later. Scatter them. I'll hide you all. Take this.
Descendant, we've confirmed a large-scale bogus transfer.
I'll ice you all. Stay where you are.
Can't get him.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, my other headset's ready. Give me a minute. I'm gonna swap headsets. 'Cause this one's a pain in the ass. I can only hear it. Alright, let me just test my audio here, make sure I sound okay. Alright, let me just test my audio. Yeah, much better. Okay. Much better. It's one thing I kind of miss about my Twitch is, like, I used to have little, like, and I hate having to do this, but I sort of start feeling now it's followed me from Twitch over to YouTube. I really feel like it's trolls or trolls and stalkers. I don't know, it's a mixed bag probably that followed me from Twitch over to YouTube, and I'm just like, this is kind of strange. I don't know. Like, some people are just weird, and like a lot of people say, oh, just ignore it and stuff, but you know, even when I ignore it, it's like almost like cockroaches. Like, you get rid of one and then another one shows up, or they create another account and do it again. And like, I'm just like, if you're doing that, you're obsessed and you need to, like, stop. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I know it sounds like I'm laughing behind my voice, but I'm just like, it's getting to the point now where it, you know, you've been warned and you're not respecting the warnings, so legal consequences will soon be applied. You don't think law can ask YouTube to provide specific information of your account and where it's accessed and all that shit? I'm just saying. Like, I enjoy being single, but in one aspect, I cannot wait until the day I meet somebody in my town, I get eventually engaged and married, and then I can stream minus the harassment, because they would not dare try that shit with a man sitting next to me. But at the same time, I'm a strong lady. You know, people can call me a bitch, call me mean, call me bad, or whatever they want to fucking call me. But those people that say that are people that don't understand boundaries and respecting people's boundaries and personal space, and when no means no, and when not interested means not interested, you know. And I don't think highly of myself at all. I know it probably sounds like it to some people, but no, it's just like basic human rights. Respecting another person and their personal space. And when they say, like, leave me alone, or I'm not interested, it's a clear indicator that the person does not have the same feelings that maybe you have, and that's a sign for you to move on and find something more suitable for you, right? And I know that sounds cold and heartless, but I have to be very, again, for legal reasons, should, you know, this ever have to be brought to a court or something. I have to make my wishes known, and my wishes are that, again, I do not want any sexual harassment. I am not looking to date anybody through video games or streams. That will never happen. And I have the right to my peace, to game, you know, like it is kind of now. Like, nobody's saying anything, nothing's happening at the moment, but I'm making my wishes very clear that I'm not interested. And y'all that keep coming into my streams, stalking and harassing sexually or otherwise, can y'all just like get a hobby? You know, you gotta sit back and think about your time and how you're wasting your time on somebody that's not interested. And you could be, you know, putting that time elsewhere where, you know, it could make more sense. Because listen, if it's true and some of these folks are in Europe or whatever, what the fuck are you doing hitting on people, girls, you know, on the other side of the world from you? That's not realistic. That's fantasy. It's delusional. It's, yeah, just no matter what way you look at it, it's all long distance and delusional. It's not gonna happen. First of all, I'm not interested. Second of all, yeah, it's unrealistic. So, like, look within your own community. I mean, I even had to, like, once upon a time, I'm not gonna lie, you know, there was a dude in the gaming community I was very interested in. But then it's like, you know, you realize, well, shit, they live way over there and I live here. One of us would have to, you know, if we liked each other, one of us would have to drop our lives and go move to the other country. And all the money and everything that's involved, that's just way too much. It's too much work, you know, you're better off finding somebody that's suitable, you know. And so I had to let that dream or delusion or fantasy go myself for this person I really liked, you know. And it was also their wish. They would say, like, we're just friends, you know. And, you know, so I came to terms with that. Like, yeah, we're just friends. I accept that. But do you see me creating multiple accounts going after that person? Well, first of all, I stream so much, where would I have the time to do that? And second of all, no, I leave them alone. You know, I respect their personal boundaries and space. So I'm asking for the same kind of treatment. Like, when I'm saying no, I'm not interested in anybody in gaming, or like, you know, I'm not gonna meet somebody through the streams, and, you know, I'll say it this way, there's more probably appropriate sites for what you're looking for, whether it's dating sites or, you know, other sites that you can buy services from. We'll just say it that way, probably. You know, go to those sites, the more you're looking in the wrong area. Finito, final. Not happening. I mean, if I could say it in every language, I would. However, you know, if people want to come in and talk about the First Descendant, say if I'm playing this, or if I'm playing Division 2, you want to talk about Division 2, and you actually fucking play the game, then yeah, with respect, you're welcome here to talk about the game and, you know, builds if you really want to, or whatever, like, or just like the direction that the game's going in, what you'd like to see added to the game, you know, whatever. Like, there's many topics you can talk about, your favorite character. Those are the type of people I'm looking to connect to. Not people that are coming in looking for a therapy session. I'm sorry, again. There's, you know, go to just chatting category, probably on Twitch or something. I'm sure there'll be something within there that you could find where people will, you know, talk about that. But I think the most appropriate thing is to stick to, you know, if somebody's streaming, like I said this earlier, say I'm watching somebody stream Div 2. I click into the category, you know, and watch them, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. I don't go in talking about all my personal life and business and all my other interests and hobbies, especially when, like, I'm a new chatter and I haven't known the person for very long. I stick to the game and the direction of the game and characters and builds, or, you know, what have you, or whatever they're talking about, I, you know, add to it. I just sit back at times and kind of lurk and listen. That's what normal people do. But there's like these weird people that keep gravitating towards me, and I'm just not interested. Go look in the right categories for the stuff you're looking for. Even if I was paid $1 million, I would not deal with this bullshit. That's how much I do not want it in my life. I don't know how to make it more clear than that. But yeah, you know, if you don't live within driving distance of me and you're not Canadian, I'm not interested. Like, what I mean is being a Canadian citizen. I mean, it could be somebody from, like, maybe moved from somewhere else to Canada and they live within driving distance, you know. To me, it's just weird, you know, the ideas people get in their heads. I mean, going through COVID times, I understand it somehow, like, you know, in ways, because I made that kind of mistake, you know, like I just explained, kind of. But I learned from it, and I said never again. And so I want to make it, like, clearly adamant. I don't know if somebody's out there saying shit about me, saying, oh, she'll hook up with anybody or some bullshit like that. No, I won't. I'm just going to say that. No, I won't. If you knew me, I mean, talk to my neighbors. If you knew me on a daily basis, like, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, she's not doing anything but her video games. And obviously, like, look at where my time's spent. People are, like, you know, bitching, telling me to get off the games, right? And go do something else. Probably because they see, you know, people are harassing me too, and that it's, I'm having to kind of speak up about it and kind of tell people off, you know? Hey, Trey, what's up? See, Trey's a good one, man. Trey never, you know, bothers me at all. Thank you, Trey, for always being respectful. He was respectful even since Twitch. That's where I know him from. But yeah, like, I just get the weirdest dudes, man. And, like, that's where I'm saying, like, if the harassment doesn't stop, legal action will be taken. And I'm not kidding. Oh, yeah. Last stream, dude. There was this guy that came in. So I don't know if you remember. You probably weren't here, but some streams ago, there was one guy that came in, and he was like, he doesn't even play this game. He was watching my stream, and he was talking to me, first of all, about UFC, and he was really like pushing, like, do you like UFC? I'm like, I'm not, that's not my thing, you know? It's kind of too violent, and no disrespect to anybody that does like it. I know a lot of dudes do, but it's not my thing. But he's really adamant about this UFC thing and me trying to get me to like it, kind of thing. And then after this dude asked me if I have a Discord, and I'm like, no, I don't add anybody to my Discord, you know. So that was like, you know, a little while ago that happened. And I'm not sure if I blocked that person. I don't think I did, but I can't remember. But then somebody comes in tonight on my stream, the one before this, and, you know, it was sometime they were talking about many different things, nothing to do with the game. They said that they don't even play games. They play chess. And then, again, this person after a while asked me if I like UFC. And I says, no, it's not my thing. Like, I don't like it. And then they told me I should create, they're very adamant on this, I should create a Discord channel. And I says, no, that won't be happening. Because I know it might be a scammer. I don't know. Because I know that, like, some people can scam through Twitch and stuff. I've actually had it happen to me before. Somebody tried to get me to buy him a TV. Yeah, crazy. I've dealt with a lot of crazy shit. But anyways, exactly. That's what I thought. After a while, I'm like, it's the same dude that's fucking obsessed with UFC and obsessed with me and just won't fuck off and leave me alone. He says that he's in Europe, but that could be a lie. Somewhere, you know, like he calls soccer football. But yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm connecting the dots. They think I'm stupid and I won't figure it out. But yeah, it has to be the same guy creating another fucking profile. So I blocked this one. But yeah, like, I was just saying to my stream, kind of giving a little talk. I says, like, I'm not going to be creating a Discord channel because one of two things will happen, probably. I do that, and then they, you know, tried to add me as a friend or something. And then say if I added them as a friend, then the next thing I know, I'd get, like, spammed, like, with, like, I don't know, they might try to do, this is what I'm thinking, might try to do like some sort of scam through that, or they might be like a real weirdo or pervert or something and try to send like dick pics and weird shit, like, you know. Either way, it just spells bad news to me. And like, I don't know this person at all, you know. So I'm putting my boundaries in place. Like, Trey's known me for a while now, and he's always been respectful. He's never, from my knowledge or memory, he's never asked anything like that or just acted in a weird way. Like, you've been cool. I know that you're sane. Put it that way. But yeah, like, some of these dudes, man, like, you can just get this vibe off of them that something's off, you know? And with this guy, the obsession with the UFC, constantly talking about it, not playing the video game at all and watching my stream, like, why are you even here if this is not, like, I don't tune into people's streams that I don't have like a potential interest in it, as in like the video game, you know? Like, if there's a new video game, for example, I'll watch that to check it out and see what it's about. You know, or, you know, if I already like a video game, I'll watch streamers that stream it, maybe. But to me, it's kind of like weird if you're watching a category that you don't participate in, and you're not even talking about the game really. You're just talking about all this other shit. That's where it starts to kind of seem off, or like a scam. Call me crazy. I'm sure y'all think I'm crazy now, but yeah, I don't fucking trust it. But that's exactly what went through my head, what Trey just said there when I told him, you know, the two comparisons. He goes, has to be same guy. I'm like, yep, same guy, different name. That's the thing with people. You can hide behind a different name, but there's a personality in how you type and what you talk about.
This is Hound Action, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
The specialized Vulgus aircraft has stopped to resupply. It's defenseless. Shoot it down.
And I know probably with what I'm saying I'm gonna offend some people, but I'm just like, I'm done with people pleasing. You know, it's my life. It's my stream, you know. And people forget, you know, I have the control over that. You haven't played this mode yet? It's really fun. You should try it out. It's, you could bring in a bunny. You have Bunny, right? What other characters do you have? Is Bunny, like, your best one? Right now? Bunny's a good character. I'm not putting Bunny down, but I was just wondering if you have another one. I think Bunny's actually my favorite character. Okay, cool. Yeah, you could bring Bunny through here for sure. Oh shit. Sorry, Bunny. Shit. So I'm using Moxie's Purge build, and it's also for 400%, and it seems to work really good through here.
Great work out there.
And this little gun is a beast. Its fire rate is just wild. It's the last dagger. Well, actually, I'm using the general build. Shit, I thought I was using Purge build. I need to put the Purge build on. What the hell was I doing? It was working good, though. But, yeah, they're fire, so I want to use, I think they're fire-based. Or no, you want to damage with fire. That's why it's working so good. Shit. What am I doing? Yeah, keep the general build on. Yeah. You're working on the same build. Yeah, it's really good. I had to update mine because mine was like no longer as good. I had to change the reactor, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on building the reactor. It just takes so freaking long. Finally got it to like see double gold skill, critical hit, damage, and skill cooldown, so awesome. But now I gotta get the guns loaded onto it. I need one more gun loaded onto it. That's what I'm working on right now. And then after that, I have to farm to upgrade it. See how it's got like 3 kind of like yellow symbols at the bottom there? It needs 2 more upgrades, you know, as well. So, and then it will finally be done. The reactors, man, they take so fucking long. That grind. But once you have it and it works, man, you just fly through content. So sometimes how I think of it is like how much time I invest in, like, you know, getting it upgraded and better will kind of save me hours of pain, right? Using maybe wrong stuff that I'm struggling with, right? So if you can kind of get good builds together, then yeah, it just saves you that pain. And then sometimes you can solo stuff too. Like I knew I needed to upgrade her for 2 reasons, for Void Purge, and then I needed to also upgrade her for some of my daily invaded missions because it calls for ice damage. One's up, I think, Quarantine Zone, sometimes the invaded mission. That one requires it. And I forget where the other one is. But anyways, yeah, so I was like, I need to work on her. Let's do, actually, let's do a run quick of Void Purge. I'm gonna try that out again. But look I'm at 81,000 so far. I need to get to 100,000, so I'm pretty close to being done. That's good. Alright, Void Purge. I'm gonna have to switch this to Purge. I'll keep my mobbing one on for that, and then Purge, okay. Cool. So this is the crazy thing. This is Void Erosion Purge. And you have to go all the way up to level 30. And level 30 is pretty tough. I died several times. I did it solo, and I died several times attempting it, but I finally got through it, like, even with all those deaths, but I think I went over the time because I died so many times. But in a team, it usually works well. Wasn't this Tata's in my other thing before?
Drop the beat. Smooth as ice. Having fun? Don't you dare run away. I'm loading.
The wrong gun. Oh, shitballs, I'm about to die. Let me get some health here. I don't know if I can do this. There we go. Oh, he's wall glitching him. Cool. Shit. I hate this red shit all the time. Gotcha.
I'll save you.
Shit. I got downed. Both of us are down. Shit! Oh, you're gonna get down, buddy. Yeah. Let me try to get to cover or something. He's almost dead too. Shit. I'm trying not to die because that's going to cost us time. Thank you. I don't know, that wasn't really nice. That red circle thing is super annoying and it's hard to get out of. But yeah, you could see that she's doing really decent damage now.
Reactivation sequence.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Take cover. One eye. Coming up.
Arcane life signs detected inside a Vulgus structure.
Hold on a minute. What I want to do is not going to work. Hold on. There you go.
You can't escape.
Oh, I took it down? Just with one. Wow, okay. Now I know. The more you know. Don't have to shoot shit.
Descendant, we've confirmed a large-scale Vulgus transfer. Attack their deployment point.
One eye. Coming up.
Original!
Smooth as ice. Stop right there. You won't find me.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
Why is my stomach acting up right now? It's so crazy. I'm sorry if you guys hear it. It's going. Alright, how many do I have? 89,000.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the Operation Zone. Proceed with caution.
I'll ice you all.
Yeah, I can't wait until I get, hopefully, a new joystick at the end of the month, because this one, I can't even, like,
Large-scale Vulgus transfer
press it
confirmed.
forward too much. Like, I don't know, it's like, she could be running faster, like how she's intended to run. Like, she's intended to run this fast. Hold on, well, I can't really run. All this shit. But she's intended to run a lot faster, and because the joystick has lost, It's I don't know. It's just something's gone off in it, so like stick drift kind of thing. So just it's not functioning how it should.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendants.
Cool. Mutant cell has been unlocked. Equip mutant cells. So I need to get a mutant cell. How the fuck do I get that? That is something I gotta learn how to farm for. Okay. That is gonna be a learning experience. Okay. I wonder. How do you find... Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to Albion in a minute and try to figure this shit out. So now I'm like, ooh, I need to... Well, I mean, the game did it for me. I'm gonna need to find out... how to do that. So if I go to arcade tuning again... How do you find out where to get those? Is it these things? Can't tell what the hell one he has equipped. I might have to watch his video to see what he says about the mutant cell. Oh, we have enough to go craft up what we need it to. So let me do that first, and then I'm gonna have to open this video and then find out what he says about her mutant cell.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Okay. Actually, be under this, I think. We need to craft 2,000 up. There we go. So that's our other gun to be loaded on. Oh, this is gonna be done in 8 seconds. Why can't her frost run be active here? So I can run faster. I'm just gonna go up here so I'm not, hopefully not disturbed. Alright.
I picked Chill Cohesion. This is technically wrong. So Chill Cohesion gives us a lot of damage. It stacks up Chill skill power. However, it has a 50% trigger rate, and in order to get the value out of this, we need stacks. And not going to go through the whole thing, but there is another consumable that is called Frostbite Vulnerability. When attacking enemies inflicted with Frostbite, applies additional skill power. This is 9.5% skill power. The other one gives, like, 19.5. Chill skill power. However, with Viessa, our, like, skill power bucket is basically empty. As you can see, our, like, base skill power boost ratio is 0.054, which is pretty small. That's because we don't have, like a power increase like this. We're not getting a lot of skill power, and so her arcade tuning board, if you do the math between the higher value of chill skill power, which we already have a lot of, versus the skill power, which we have almost zero of, they actually equal about the same. And so the math here is, this is our skill damage, this is our chill multiplier, plus our, 19% increase from our cohesion, plus 0.2 from our reactor, and then this is our skill power times our 1.77 times our power from our reactor, and then this is adding a new bucket that we're basically not getting from the skill power. And as you can see, they're basically even. Going cohesion is technically 0.001% stronger than going for, skill power or the frostbite vulnerability. However, it'll be up on bosses. It'll be up in single targets. And so I think it's just a better choice.
Okay, so he's saying go chill cohesion. So, do I have one of those spoils boxes in my inventory? Yep. Let me just listen one more time before I pick that. It's this one right here he's talking about.
Long-winded explanation, just say go to frostbite vulnerability, don't pick chill cohesion. It's not that big of a deal. They're basically the same damage, but one will be active on bosses and one will not be. For her inversion reinforcements...
Okay, so what... Hold on. Let me roll that back.
Going cohesion is technically 0.001% stronger than going for, skill power or the frostbite vulnerability. However, it'll be up on bosses. It'll be up in single targets. And so I think it's just a better choice. Long-winded explanation, just say go to frostbite vulnerability, don't pick chill cohesion. It's not that big of a deal. They're basically the same damage, but one will be active on bosses and one will not be.
So he's saying go to frostbite? I'm so confused. Moxie, come on. Hold on, let me roll that back one more time.
Value out of this, we need stacks. And not going to go through the whole thing, but... Well, now for the Arcade tuning board, I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of messed up, and that's kind of why I wanted to explain how I would change this. Power, and then the mutant cell, I picked chill cohesion. This is technically wrong. So chill cohesion gives us a lot of damage. It stacks up chill skill power. However, it has a 50% trigger rate, and in order to get the value out of this, we need stacks. And not going to go through the whole thing, but there is another consumable that is called Frostbite Vulnerability. When attacking enemies inflicted with frostbite, applies additional skill power. This is 9.5% skill power. The other one gives like 19.5 chill skill power. However, with Viessa, our like skill power bucket is basically empty. As you can see, our like base skill power boost ratio is 0.054, which is pretty small. That's because we don't have, like a power increase like this. We're not getting a lot of skill power, and so her Arcade tuning board, if you do the math between the higher value of chill skill power, which we already have a lot of, versus the skill power, which we have almost zero of, they actually equal about the same. And so the math here is, this is our skill damage, this is our chill multiplier, plus our, 19% increase from our cohesion, plus 0.2 from our reactor, and then this is our skill power times our 1.77 times our power from our reactor, and then this is adding a new bucket that we're basically not getting from the skill power, and as you can see, they're basically even. Going cohesion is technically 0.001% stronger than going for skill power or the frostbite vulnerability. However, it'll be up on bosses. It'll be up in single targets. And so I think it's just a better choice. Long-winded explanation, just say go to frostbite vulnerability. Don't pick chill cohesion. Okay. It's not that big of a deal. They're basically the same damage. But
okay, so he's saying go to frostbite. All right. Alrighty. So then we go here and it should be able to apply, right? There it is. This is my first time doing this, guys, so I'm learning. All right. And I think we should be good on the rest of our build. So then we start to build up into this area. Cool. All right, learning. Sorry if I'm boring y'all with all that. But Moxie's the shit. I trust his word. He pulls up all the, calculations and mathematics. That's where my brain sucks, so, I'm grateful that there's people that know their shit. And, that's a lot of building. That's what it comes down to, is calculations. So, like, if you're good at mathematics, probably you'd be good at that part of video games, creating builds and shit.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution. Descendant, enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin.
I'm just kind of testing this out. Whoa, it's just so laggy.
Charge drop complete. Begin the void energy purification operation. Descendant, prime the detonator with your arcade. Then activate the remote detonation device.
Really? You're focused on me? What the fuck, man? Stop throwing your balls at me. Need to get some of this blue stuff.
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Ooh-wee. Holy crap, keep picking up more and more shit. Okay. Now I gotta figure out some stuff like for what I'll next need amounts of this stuff because I forgot to check that before going into the mission. But so far we got 13. So the last thing I need to do on this after I add my gun on, because like that's in progress right now, like I'm crafting up something for that, is I need to get these dimension analyzers. So if I go, I can't click on that, just as purchased from the shop. It's too bad it didn't pull up the shop menu. But anyways, yeah, I need 40 of those. So say if I was like, okay, I need 40, I'm gonna go over here, buy 40.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Or craft 40. Well, I'd have to craft at least 100 or 2 of these. So I'm looking at 5,000 ion accelerator and 500 precise ion. So let's see. Well, I got 500 cooking there. So, man, my head's spinning. My head's spinning. So I need 5,000, and it was quite a grind to get 2,000. Yeah, that's gonna be super grindy. So yeah, it's playing a lot of what I was just playing over and over and over again. This nano compound is needed. Shit, I can't exactly tell right now. Until this is the problem. Until
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
this is done, I won't know like how much I'll need to farm for that. I could farm, you know, enough to get 2,000 worth. That was 100,000 of this, but then like, yeah, oh man, my head's spinning. I think I'm just gonna chill on that for tonight until that's all done cooking, and then work on it a little bit more tomorrow because I'm starting to feel tired. But what I will do, maybe, let's see what's available. What time is it? 2:23. I can run a few of these. Some Magister's Lab because I need to earn some tokens for next Friday. So I'm gonna switch to my bunny. Yeah, if my head's spinning, it's, you know, it's not gonna be good for me to just like try to process all that math right now of how much I'll need and all that. But it's gonna be a grind, I know that. So I'm just gonna take a break from that and do this instead. So I'm at 567. I need to get to 600. So glad things have calmed down in the chat and stuff. It was so mental, like early this morning into this evening. I was just like, what is going on? I guess because it's the weekend, just Friday, people off. A lot of unusual shit coming into my chat. like to try to squeeze this out because Magister Lab is like the easiest one. So if I can just clear my vouchers for the the upcoming week, then woohoo, I don't have to worry about farming 400%. I love how people just like pretend to be in their menus like they're loading something on at the start. Happens all the time. $583. was trying to get it to happen, the explosion. Shit. Thank you.
Back to business. Revival complete.
Let's see. 591. I can go probably one more time and then get my rest of my tokens. Oh shit. Oh, he's not gonna go in? Okay. I'm gonna go to the easier boss first. This time. Haha. Shit. One AFK teammate over there. my other gun. Alright. After I catch the AFK shit, I'm just like, peace out. I'll carry you a couple times, but then when I'm down on the ground and you're AFK, and yeah, why am I gonna have people's backs that don't have mine? That's the way I look at life. If you have my back, I'll have your back. You know, if I have your respect, you'll get mine. It's a balancing act, right? Kind of in a way like, the energy you send out, like, give what you want to get back, you know? So, if you want somebody that's a hard worker, you know, a teammate that's doing their part, be that equal teammate that does their work. But yeah, some people, I don't know, maybe I don't want to know what they're doing. They could be taking a shit or, yeah, something else. When they go AFK like that, but it's like, dude, your teammate's laying dead on the ground, and, you know, everybody else is leaving me there.
Into the light.
I mean, it wasn't like that all the time. That's why I rematched with them, and it was okay, but, like, that particular one was a shit show. So I'm doing, like, heavy lifting through these rooms for those folks. Like, Ajax can't do this shit. Wow. Night and day difference in teams. Holy shitballs. Alright. We got our final one. We need it. So we're all topped up for next week. But yeah, that was crazy. Okie doke. It's 2:43. We'll go open a couple of Morpheuses, I think. Let me see. I wonder if he's reworked his bunny. Let me see. No. So I want to see that, like, board for Bunny. Like this arcade tuning. Does he go into skill power 2? Probably. I'll have to drop into one of his streams one day and say, hey, could you do an updated guide with Bunny's cells or whatever? I wonder if he did one even for Inez.
Do you think we'll ever see the day when the Vulgus are completely eradicated?
Nope. Yeah, I gotta get these characters the right, like, skill stats or whatever. Claire, Moxie. Okay, so far it looks like he's done Freyna, Viessa, and Valby. Okie doke. So I got 2 of these to open. Where's this? Echo Swamp. Oh, I think I know this one. Yeah. Gonna have to change my build up though from 400%. I remember when out here used to be super busy. It's just one dude. This place was like the farming central out here. People would always be over at here. god, I just have 2 of these to open. Got a catalyst back. Go back here. So now, look at my consumables and see where they go. Just like one over here with just 2. I'm looking for the small ones first. Get them out of the way. Not acquisition. Stirland. Repository. Here. This is probably actually closer to it. It's this way.
No chance!
Oh, this one. I remember this one. Jabra. Can sell that. Ultimate Ajax. Okay. Back to Albion. So I'm just gonna chill for a few minutes until reset, and then I'll try to finish my daily Descendant. Get that out of the way, and then that way I can do other stuff. Okie doke, be right back. Alright, sorry, I'm back. So just waiting a couple minutes here until reset. Alright, it's time. So we got Magister Lab and Seed Vaults. I'm trying to remember. Seed Vault, I think, is Viessa, so that's good. Magister Lab. Yeah, I got the build. Should be able to fly through this.
Smooth as ice.
Descendant. This is a phase separation ring, which uses inversion energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure that appears to be a computing device is full of Vulgus artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data. Continue to insert Vulgus artificial brains into the computing device, Descendant. If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized.
Hey, not too bad. How are you?
Stop right there.
The enemy commander is using the phase separation veil as a shield. If you overload the computing device, You can create an opening to attack the commander directly.
Doing okay, just chilling. Nice.
This is a phase separation layer, which uses inversion energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure that appears to be a computing device is full of Vulgus artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data. Continue to insert Vulgus artificial brains into the computing device, Descendant. If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized.
I will cleanse this place.
The enemy commander is using the phase separation layer as a shield. If you overload the computing device, you can create an opening to attack the commander directly.
Done. Now onto the next one. I think I have to put Fiesta on for this one. I'm trying to remember. Thank you. Do you play this game? And if you do, who's your favorite character? Let me double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's Fiesta ice damage. Gonna put on this build and swap these guns around. Yeah, I got a lot of hours in this game. Cool. Who's your fave? Ultimate Freyna? Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
Descendant. The enemy has modified the
Pink,
ancestors'
blue,
weapon with Vulgus
white.
technology and are using it to emit inversion energy. It appears they are defending the gate with it. The weapon contains ancient arcane. The structure on the ground draws and releases this. Descendant, I will show you the properties of the arcane stored within the weapon. You can disconnect the energy link using your own arcane.
Ugh, I was trying to land it, couldn't. So pink,
Let's check here.
white, orange.
My shield is down.
Okay, let's just push in.
Descendant, the enemy commander is using the inversion energy as a personal barrier. We
Oh,
must
I'm
find
gonna
a
get
device with
destroyed
the same
here.
arcane properties. You need to attack that
Okay, maybe
device
not.
from above to penetrate the inversion energy.
Okey doke.
Descendant, the enemy has modified the ancestor's weapon with Vulgus technology and are using it to emit inversion energy.
Move
It
this
appears
back
they are
here.
defending the gate with it. The weapon contains ancient arcane. The structure on the ground draws and releases this. Descendant, I will show you the properties of the arcane stored within the weapon. You can disconnect the energy link using your own arcane.
Watch carefully.
I'm going straight in.
The enemy commander is using the inversion energy as a personal barrier. We must find a device with the same arcane properties. You need to attack that device from above to penetrate the inversion energy.
Boom shakalaka. That was even quicker. I think because we had 2 VSs there. I always go with the damage type. It's the quickest, most efficient to me. So like whatever the boss is susceptible to, I guess you would say. And for those that don't know, usually if you push in on your, I think it's your right joystick, it will show you like above their head a symbol of what kind of damage they're weak against. So I usually go with a character that, you know, they're weak against. So like in this, what I'm going to go to next is Blair. Or any fire character. that was unbelievably quick. Getting through those missions, not too bad.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution. Specialized Vulcus aircraft detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down.
Oh, I missed it. I think that's its weak point underneath.
Good. It's fucking time. I like it well done.
RK receptor, confirming signs of life.
Burn, baby, burn. Watch the floor. It's cooking time.
Watch carefully.
I love it.
Captain Elias, deploying RK. I am the original.
I don't even know where he...
Watch carefully.
Good.
Oh my.
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Oops, I almost deleted that. I don't want to do that. Ooh, that's a good one. For a fire character, chill resistance, already gold on it, and shield recovery out of combat. Yes, please, I'll take that. That was a good deal. Alright, going to the next one. Gotta change my build around though for this one. Her outfit reminds me of a character. Is it an X-Men character? Shit, I don't know. Kind of looks like it. I'm gonna use this build for this next one.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Descendants, stop the enemy troop deployment.
I'll just be like a fire sprinkler. I'll just go in circles. This electric guy. That was so funny. Oh, he's on me.
Looks like we're done.
I'd like to know why my teammates are just not fucking doing anything. So I'm gonna keep hitting give up. I'll just essentially do what they're doing.
O'Neill can wait for now. Can't go down yet. O'Neill can wait for now.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendants.
I call that trolling the trollers. That's why you don't want to fuck with me. I'm just saying. You know, if you're gonna play AFK all match and just fuck around, I'm just gonna give back the same energy that you give to me. So if you like, this goes for every aspect of my life. If you want to be nice to me, awesome. I'll be nice back to you. But if you're gonna give me negative energy, I'm just gonna give it right back to you. Fair is fair. What goes around comes around. And I mean, people can call me a bitch for it or whatever. No, I call it fair. Fair play. Like, come into the mission. Don't expect me to carry your ass through the whole thing. I mean, I'll do it, but do your part too. Run alongside me and actually shoot shit and throw your skills out. You got fucking Freyna. Like, you know, she's one of the best characters in the game. Her toxic damage is off the charts. Hell, I'll run this fucking mission back with Freyna. I'm gonna show these clowns up. There's no excuse. And let me guess, they're probably like level 29 or something. Yeah, I'm just so used to this shit now. Put the effort in. Fair's fair. I could have played way better at the end there, but I played shitty on purpose to make a point. Like, yeah, one's a level 28, just like what I thought. And these two know each other. Xbox player, they all probably know each other. They're all Xbox players. Guess what? I don't know if all of them were AFK, but 2 of them were for sure. I'm just gonna report them all as AFK players. Because I ain't playing. Call me a bitch, call me a cunt, call me whatever you want, but I am, you know, I'm done with this. And I'm gonna do even one better than that too. Give me a second. Okay. This is why you don't want to fuck around in my matches. Is I've actually had people get kicked off this game for doing this kind of shit. So yeah, if you come into my matches, be a respectful, honest person. But yeah, I'm gonna live up to my word. I'm gonna play as Freyna. This is actually my first time playing as Freyna in one of these things. I'll play the exact one we were playing. Give me a second to swap around my guns so I can run slightly faster. And let me look at my build. Okay, I'll use my mobbing build. Oh. Here you go. Sorry, I didn't notice you at first. So I'm so like unproving a point here. Okay, these are higher level individuals.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby.
And they're bringing in the character I brought in, which is a smart play.
Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
Already showing those fuckers up. I don't know what to tell you. Just went a season level up too. I'm telling you, like, you know, karma's on my side. Like, I'm not doing wrong to these people and they fucking do wrong to me. And then look, I just gained another season level for bringing in this character, so thank you. Always. Why you don't want to get on my bad side. It's a fatal mistake. Sorry. Boss is already after me.
Deploying arcade. I am the original.
It's like he's running the same build I have. Love it. For my Blair, I'm talking about.
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Did you look at that? I got arcade tuning too. So I just proved it. I mean, I could try to solo it too to prove a point, but I'm too tired to really do that. But I could do it. But proof's in the pudding. So, like, if you come in with, you know, positive energy and wanting to actually work towards something and trying your damnedest and not going AFK, like, two of those individuals were the whole match. I just kept my mouth shut. I didn't say nothing, you know, and I just kept playing and just watching and observing. And I'm like, you're tying the noose around your neck, like, as far as me reporting your asses for AFK. And they recently said again on their recent dev stream, you can go replay it and watch it, that they're still gonna be doing something with that. So I don't know if they're gonna be banning people, like, if they review it, and because I think they're gonna start fucking recording matches like Call of Duty does, and if they see you sitting idle for too long, or they're gonna put a timer on you, and if you're sitting too long, you know, and you do it so many times, it's probably gonna lead to some sort of ban. It will be like probably like a bar that just like adds up, and if you do it so many times, yeah. So I just watch. I mean, I try not to do that. I try, if I gotta go pee or, you know, answer a phone call or something, and I'm in a match and I know I'm gonna be AFK too long, I just exit the match. I leave the mission so that I'm, you know, not hindering my teammates. Just saying. People are gonna have to learn at some point that you can't do that shit. It's gonna be really harsh. Like being dunked into ice cold water one day. It's gonna be like that for you. Mark my words. I already see it happen, like coming. It's gonna be a harsh ban. So, yeah. I'm not tolerating shit from anybody anymore. I'm done. As long as you come to me with respect and kindness, like, then, yeah, let's talk. Other than that, I'm cutting you off. And then when I cut you off, you'll be singing, and you didn't have to cut me off. Now you're somebody that I used to know. But yeah. I'm done. I'm done with the shenanigans. It's always crazy on the weekends. You know. And I just wanted to get my dailies done, and I did, so mission accomplished. The Invadeds went really nice and smooth. No problems, you know, everybody was respectful. But Sigma Sector was a shit show. And it's weird because, like, you know, the majority of, like, earlier in the stream and stuff when I was farming that before the reset, you know, Sigma sector seemed relatively smooth. I don't recall complaining. Maybe I did somewhere, I don't know, but I don't recall complaining. But it wasn't until the reset when, you know, all the shit started up, and yeah, it's ridiculous. But I just play it back now, sort of like I either choose not to participate, but I had come so far, so I'm like, I might as well just stay in here. I'm like, if I die, I'm just gonna keep hitting give up, give up, give up, give up, and then eventually the whole thing's gonna fail, and the mission's gonna be for naught, you know? Because I just, you know, nothing drives me more crazy than people that are lazy and just stay AFK the whole mission while other people are busting their ass to, you know, get through it. It should be like we're fighting alongside each other. We're a fucking team, you know? Other than that, you're just better off going solo. And that's the thing that kind of irritates me. I could too go solo, you know? With my Blair, I could have done it there, but it's kind of, you know, at times if you get relatively decent teammates, which you hope each time you make a match, it's, you know, fairly easy to clear, whereas Blair, excuse me, Blair, it will take a little bit longer when you're solo to clear, but it's still very doable, you know. So for time's sake, I'm just trying to get it done as fast as I can, but then these AFK motherfuckers slow it down, right? But yeah, if you really pay attention, and I'm sure they don't considering their levels and stuff, but if you pay attention to the dev streams and their discussions, which I highly suggest you guys watch for updated information, they did say, you know, they're going to be implementing some sort of system for dealing with AFK players. And I believe it's going to be like, yeah, monitoring how long you're standing in one place for. And if you're doing it for too long and you do it repetitively within different matches, the hammer's going to come down. It's serious. It's been happening way too much since, God, probably since the beginning. I remember going to Kingston and doing, what was that wave mission? Whatever that wave mission is in Kingston. I haven't done it. Is it Defend Albion something? I can't remember, but whatever that wave mission is, I remember just people standing still. Well, the rest of us, like, were busting our ass trying to, you know, get through it and clear the waves. And then, you know, that was the way back then. Instead of the 400% missions, that was the way of leveling your characters. And you'd get people coming in not even being an active participant and just expecting a free carry, you know? And so whenever I would catch people doing that, I would back out. I'm like, fuck this. And then I would notice other people start backing out too. Because they were just so fed up with it. Like, fair is fair, play your part. But, yeah. It's unbelievable what people think they can get away with, but, you know, karma eventually has a funny way of catching up with you if you, you know, do nasty shit to people so often. Or, you know, deceptive shit. So, I don't know. I love this game passionately, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it every day, but, you know, some of the stuff that you deal with does get frustrating, and I need to work on controlling my anger about it. But, you know, in that scenario, I was just like, I'll just give the same energy back that they're giving. Just stay still in one spot, be AFK, not do shit, you know? So I was busting my ass that whole mission, like, for him, even though I saw him staying AFK. I'm just like, okay. So at least at the end, even if you're doing that, which I don't appreciate, but even if you're doing that, at least in the end, you should be stepping up. And they weren't there for the boss spawn, so I'm just like, you know, it was a shit show because of that. And so I was looking, like, what characters were they playing, and I saw, I think, a couple Freynas. I'd have to roll it back and see the tape, like, but I think a couple of them were Freynas, and so that's why I said, okay, let me bring my Freyna in now and show the possibility. Mind you, like, mine's fully worked and stuff. Theirs might not be, but, I didn't see poison going out or anything. I don't know. I'd have to roll that back. I just saw a lot of AFK and not enough damage. It was basically all me. So I call people out on that shit, you know? And I know people won't like it, but no, we need this game. You know, I love this game. I want it to survive, and shit like that is gonna kill this game. People are gonna get bored of it, frustrated with it, turn their console off, or switch their game up, and then gradually this game will die out, you know? And I don't want to see that happen because I love it. It brings joy and happiness to my day, like, you know, especially when things are going good. But yeah, I just, like, there's certain individuals on this game that are killing it, and they don't realize, like, they're part of the problem instead of being part of the solution. So sort of like, yeah, I hope, and it sounds like, I hope that they're going to be, the devs and, you know, all that team are going to be implementing some sort of system, it sounds like, that's going to be able to detect, just like Call of Duty has, like, apparently detection for, like, cheaters and stuff like that. And, like, you know, apparently, like, when people would send in reports, it also recorded that match and what was happening between both parties, like, when the report gets sent in. And there'd be times where somebody would get on the mic and, you know, start saying, like, real nasty things, like, and you're not supposed to, like, you know, call people names or shit, but I forget what they would say. But anyways, you know, there'd be times I would report it, and, you know, knowing that the audio is recorded, and then, you know, the person would lose access to their account, I think temporarily, I don't know, but yeah, so much shit. And one time, like, this guy was, like, raging at the team, and I told him, like, it's alright, bro, just, like, relax, calm down, it's just a game. And he was like, oh, shut the fuck up, and all this stuff, right? And then you hear a little kid in the background going, Mommy? And your heart just breaks because you're like, this dude is on this Call of Duty video game just fucking around. Meanwhile, the child's in the background, you know, being neglected. Yeah, anyways, like, that shit made me so mad at that dude. But, yeah. Yeah, anyways, that shit will catch up with him too. Poor kid. It, you know, stuff just, like, dealing with random people at times, like, it can be fun, like, you know, when you encounter really kind, sweet, nice people, which you can, don't get me wrong, but there's quite a bit of shit too. And it's sort of like when you turn on your console, you just got to be aware that whoever you're dealing with on the other side of the console, like, other side of the game or whatever, you know, has their own mental issues and shit going on, you know, and some of them are really unstable people too. You just never know. It's kind of like another reason why I quit Call of Duties, like, some of that weird, nasty behavior, it wasn't, like, a positive vibe to be in. It wasn't my cup of tea, but, like, some people thrive in those chaotic, nasty settings, you know. But this is more my jam, like PvE. But yeah, teach their own. But yeah, anyways, enough of my rant. I'm always ranting about something when it comes to these games. I know people say I should take a break and stuff, and I might. But I mean, I have so much I gotta do every fucking day. But I could possibly even take a break tomorrow now that I finished my dailies. I could just take all of tomorrow off if I want. The only thing I kind of have left to do is upgrade my reactor a bit. 2 levels. Part of me which requires farming more Sigma Sector, I think. But yeah, hopefully it's not anything like we just encountered, because that was ridiculous. And that's how I'm gonna play it. Like, if people are just gonna be AFK and fuck around, I'm just gonna stand still and serve it back. You know, I'll play the same energy. I think that's fair. So, yeah. Anyways, good night, guys. And I will talk to you later. I don't know if I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not, you know. But I might, yeah, spend a day of just relaxing. Kind of feel I need that. All right.